Hey, what's up, everybody? This E coming to y'all with another episode of Hit the Sled. Before we get started on this episode, follow me on my YouTube channel right here at Hit the Sled. Not only should you follow me on my YouTube channel at Hit the Sled, follow me on my Twitter at Hit the Sled Pod. Man, I got a tremendous episode for y'all. Man, if you haven't seen, go check out my last video about the Washington Commanders defense, how they need to step up against that Buccaneers rush offense. And on this episode, I'm going to be talking about what the Washington Commanders need to do to stop the Bucs passing game. Man, I'm going to tell you something. Going back to week one, and I'm about to show it to you. Back in week one, the Skins did not do a good enough job getting pressure on Baker Mayfield. They allowed Baker Mayfield to just stand back there, get comfortable, miss passes, hit passes, make all the throws he wanted to. Man, Baker was outstanding that day. Man, let me show you Baker's stats, man. Baker had a tremendous day. Baker did an outstanding job getting rid of the ball, being on time. And one thing I'm about to tell you is that the Washington Commanders have got to find a way to be able to put pressure on Baker. Baker's a good player, but if you allow him, like any professional quarterback, to stand back there and make throws, he's going to do it. Baker Mayfield went 24 for 30, 289 yards and touchdowns. Count them, 4 touchdowns. Receiving wise, the Bucs, Chris Godwin, who's currently hurt, done for the year. Chris Godwin, he had 8 catches for 83 yards. Rachaad White had 6 catches for 75 yards. Mike Evans didn't really kill us. He just had 2 touchdowns. He had 5 catches for 61 yards. But here's the key, though. Baker had time to do everything he wanted to do. He was able to stand back there. Anytime you see a quarterback stands back there and throws the ball 30 times and completes 24 of those passes, only had 6 incompletion, he was comfortable. He could do whatever he wanted to do. So the question you got to ask yourself is, how did that happen? How was Baker able to do that? And I'm going to tell you why he was able to do that. He was able to do that because of that offensive line of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive line was simply outstanding that day. They did an outstanding job of protecting Baker. They were outstanding. They did not give up mostly any pressures. But not only was that offensive line outstanding, Baker was very good as well. Baker was getting rid of the ball on time. He was nothing, no wasted motions, no wasted plays. He was, when something wasn't there, he found his outlets. He just did an outstanding job. And the third thing that Baker did that was outstanding that game was he got out of dodge. He got out of sacks. There were certain plays, and I showed you on the last episode where Baker was scrambling. Baker, and anybody that know Baker Mayfield, he ain't no scrambling quarterback. But he was scrambling week one against us. He was running around. There were plays when we had him dead to right. And Deron Payne had him dead to right. Jonathan Allen had him dead to right. We couldn't get nothing on him. Nothing. So the question is then, how are we going to be able to get him under corral? How are we going to be able to get him under control, I should say? That's going to be one of the most important things we can do is find a way to get Baker under control. Because if we do that, I think we're going to be in business. I really, really believe that. I think we're going to be in business. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we have gotten better throughout the season. But for us to take that next step, we got to play way better than how we played, man. Because the Bucs are very good offensively. Baker is very good offensively, man. Baker is playing outstanding football. They turned it on against the Saints. And this is the first quarter right here. They started this. This is just going to be a simple quick screen. Give me a second. This was just a simple quick screen where they had us dead to right. Just a little quick screen. They got blockers all over the place. They got blockers, man. This guy, look at this. They got this guy blocked. This guy's getting blocked. These guys are coming inside out. But by the time you look around, man, the only guy really can make a tackle was that guy. Because I'm about to show you something. Manuel Forbes used to play for us. He about to get ran. You see this head up right here? That's a head up. That's in the first quarter. Emmanuel Forbes thought he was going to do something. He was getting ready to show Dan Quinn and them in the defensive coaching staff, I'm ready to go. I'm a starting corner. I'm a first-round draft pick. Man, see what you getting ready to see what Rachaad White did. This grown man right here did. He ran him over. He wasn't there. You about to see it again. Ran him over. Just a quick screen, Rachaad White. See this? Let me move this out the way. You see this? Man, they got this whole thing set up. There's a block here. Chris Godwin got a block here. It's a block here. You notice on the last episode, I was showing y'all how the Bucs were outstanding at blocking. The Bucs were outstanding blocking. Look at this. Block here. All Rachaad White got to do is make that guy miss. But this time right here, he's just going to run over on Emmanuel Forbes. Look at this. It's him and Emmanuel Forbes now one-on-one. You see that? Emmanuel Forbes got his head down. He ain't even ready. Getting ran over. That's why he on the Rams practice squad right now. He got ran over, man. He got ran slam over. Man, listen. We have got to find a way. The Bucs have one of the best offensive lines in pro football. The Skins come with 5-man rush. No pressure. Look big in. Look at this. Right there. That's a perfect pocket. More than likely, this is going to be a completion. More than likely, this is going to be a completion. Look at the pocket. Look at this. Look. Wide open. That's wide open right there. Baker got all, look at that. Nobody near. Look at Chris Godwin up here. Wide open. See what I'm saying? You see why we got to get pressure on him? You see why we got to get pressure on him? If we don't get pressure on Baker, that's going to keep coming. That's going to keep happening. Man, you're going to see it from here. Now, as you can see here, this right here, this going to be 5-man pressure. You see that? They brought a blitz late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where you see, look at the passing lane for Baker. Look at this passing lane. Why you think Baker completed that pass? This is the place right here you don't never want to see a defensive lineman on his knees. Matter of fact, no man, you don't want to see no man on his knees like that. No man should ever be on his knees like that. But you got Sam still coming on the blitz, going against the left tackle. Nothing going on here. You got Dante Fowler going against Tristan Wirth, who's an all-pro left tackle. Nothing going on here. You got 98. He's no longer on the squad. Got cut. Second-round pick by Ron Rivera. He's gone. Here's Dante Fowler. This is Colin Farrell, excuse me. Dante Fowler ain't doing nothing. And you got Sheldon Day on his knees. Why you think Baker completed his pass? Why you think? That's why I'm telling you they need to bring pressure. They gotta find a way creative. Dan Quinn and them boys defensively, they have got to find a way to get pressure. This is gonna be a 4-man rush. This is just a 4-man rush right here. Just 4 men. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-man pressure. Nobody gets home. Look at this pocket by Baker. Man, look at this pocket. Baker got an excellent pocket. He can stand back there, drink tea, and do anything he wants. Look at this. He steps up. Now, he's supposed to hit this pass right here. This guy right here is open on the wheel route. He going to miss him. We got lucky. We ain't going to keep getting lucky. I'll tell you that. We are not going to keep getting lucky. Sam Steele. I told you in the last episode, they attacked Mikey Sam Steele. That was the game plan. In the run game, in the passing game, they were attacking him. That was the game plan. Again, this is 4-man. This is just a 4-man pressure with a twist between the D tackles, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, with Colin Farrell coming outside. This was non-effective right here. They were stumbling and bumbling into each other. Cannot happen, man. Got to get there. Guys wide open. Cannot happen, man. Cannot happen. We got to get home. Luckily, we got Marshawn Lattimore. Hopefully, we got Marshawn out there this week. This is going to be a 4-man pressure. Again, they caught us. We got a 4-man pressure. We got 4-man rush, excuse me. 4-man rush. 1, 2, 3, 4 against 7-man protection. That typically, that ain't going to work. Look at this. Play action. Baker got time. Look at this pocket again. Look at this pocket. Beautiful pocket. Look at this. Baker got time, and look at Mike Evans. Wide open. He done turned St. Jude's all the way around. Let me rewind it again so that you can see it. I hate to do it. That's why they traded for Marshawn Lattimore. I never played DB in my life, but I remember on the practice field, The coaches used to say, don't lose your feet, son. Don't lose your feet. Never should a DB getting turned around. If a DB getting turned around, that means he got beat. Watch. That should never happen right there. Wide open. Mike Evans going to the Hall of Fame, y'all. If y'all don't know that by now, Mike Evans going to the Hall of Fame. Again, it's going to be a four-man rush against 7-man protection. You got that? No pressure on Baker. No pressure. Ain't nothing going on. Nobody is winning. Nobody. We can't have that, man. Can't have it, man. On this one right here, the next play, it's going to be a 5-man pressure. It's going to be a 5-man rush. They're going to blitz. Louisville going to come on the blitz. He ain't going to get home. Look at this room. The little bit of rush that Louisville had got Baker to throw the ball before he wanted to. Just that little bit. Louisville gave us just a little bit of he is right here coming on the blitz. He's going to come right here, but it's going to be just that little bit of blitz is going to be able to get Baker off kilter. That's why getting pressure, it is so important. That little bit right there, we should have got the pick. St. Juice, got to make the pick right there, man. Got to make the pick. So these things are things that, man, we got to clean up. We got to make plays when the plays are available to be made. We got to make these plays. You got to do more than just jump up and down when you almost got a pick. Again, you're going to see Frankie Louisville right here. Should have went to the Pro Bowl. Louisville coming on the blitz here. He's going to get a little bit of pressure out here. Not really do too much to Baker, but he did some. And then St. Jude's almost had the pick. Almost is not good enough. We need that play to be made this week. We need that play to be made. On this one right here, it's going to be another 5-man pressure by 5-man rush, I should say. And Jonathan Allen gets there just in time. Baker still completes the pass. He still got a nice pocket in front of him. Look at his pocket. He still got a nice pocket in front of him. Nice pocket. Look at this room right here. Look at that. He got a nice little pocket. He got a nice pocket, and he's going to complete the pass to Mike Evans. Look at this. Mike Evans is wide open. Cannot have it. Not in the playoff game. Can't have it, man. If we don't get pressure on, Baker going to complete them balls. Even with Marshawn Lattimore, Baker going to complete them balls. We got to get pressure on Mike. We got to get pressure on Baker. Even without Chris Godwin, the Bucs have been really good on offense, getting the balls out. We got Deron Payne getting back there on the little twist right here. You see him? He's getting pressure. He's getting up in there. Man, listen, man, we on our way. We got to get pressure on him. This should never happen. We should never have a defensive end with his turn to the quarterback. That means he got beat. He got whooped. That should never happen right there. Yes, this was week 1. We got to do better. And we're a better team compared to this team that lined up against the Bucs week 1. But we got to, man, we got to play better than this. We have got to play better than this. We got to be able to win our matchups when it's there, when the plays will be made. We need to be making them. Again, this is not just a quick screen. Chris Godwin, man, let me tell you something. They got this thing set up. There's a block here. He gonna block here. This is the left tackle here. If he gets this block and he stays on this block over here, it's a touchdown. Here's Chris Godwin right here. That's a touchdown. Should have been. They had us outnumbered. Look at that. If 78 Tristan Wirth, if Tristan Wirth would have got that block, I don't know what he was looking at. You always, when you come out there, you pulling, first thing you need to look is inside out. When I say inside out, what I mean is when you get out here, you got to look because all the trash is coming in from this direction. So you got to be looking inside out. You look inside here. If he was looking inside, he would have saw this guy. If he blocks him, it's a touchdown. Luckily, he didn't. But, man, listen, we got to play better than this. The Bucs, man, the Bucs are formidable. We got to do defensively. They had us numbered. They had this thing set up. They had this thing set up. You get the block here. This block is already here. All Tristan Wirth had to do was get this guy down here. It would have been 6. Look at it. He wasn't looking. By the time he took the wrong angle. By the time he looked around, it's too late. This guy was right here. If Tristan Wirth would have got this guy, Chris Godwin scores. It would have been a walk-in touchdown. It would have been a walk-in touchdown. But luckily, it wasn't. So, man, as I sit here and tell y'all, man, what's going on, we got to be able to bring pressure. We got to be able to put pressure on Baker. Again, Baker went 24 for 30, 289 yards for a touchdown. It could have been more than that. They left a lot of balls out there on the field. When I watched that defensive tape, I said to myself, man, we got to have a better plan than what we had in week 1. But I believe in this coaching staff. It's the first time they was under the fire. They have shown every time this year that to be a better coaching staff as time went on, as the season went on. So I expect them to have a better game plan coming in. We are going to need it because the Bucs are a very good team. Baker's a good quarterback. Mike Evans is all pro. Yes, they miss a Chris Godwin, but they got a great offensive line. Their offensive line is outstanding. So we got our cut out for us. The Commanders, we got our job cut out for us, man. It's going to be a tough haul. It's going to be a tough nut to crack this game, but we got to get it done. This is what the playoffs is all about. You could be Kansas City. You could be the 86 Giants. You could be the 85 Bears. You can be the Niners of the late 80s and early 90s with Roger Craig, Joe Montana, in my opinion, the greatest quarterback of all time. It could be Jerry Rice, John Taylor, Brent Jones, Roger Craig, Tom Rathman. You still going to have struggles in the playoffs. You're going to have tough games you got to fight through. And for us, we're not good enough yet to have not play with great effort and have an outstanding game plan. So I think defensively, we got to stop the run and be able to put pressure on Baker. Now, that's a common thing to win any football game, but this one is paramount because we can't rely on Jaden and Couriers. And I believe in our men. I believe they're going to do it. I believe they're going to get it done. Defensively, if we play well, we win this game. I believe that. I believe it. Man, with that being said, Hit the Sled is pushing over 160,000 views. Man, I truly appreciate it. I'm grateful to everybody out there that's subscribing to my YouTube channel here on Hit the Sled. I'm grateful to everybody hitting the like button. I'm grateful to everybody leaving a comment too. Man, I truly appreciate all y'all that supporting me on Hit the Sled. Man, I appreciate the love. Y'all give me motivation. When I watch this film, I'm able to come back and educate y'all as to what y'all need to look for. The stuff I give y'all, so this is the only place y'all can get it on the internet. If you got any questions, hit me on hitthesled@gmail.com. Send your questions. I'm going to start answering questions on my YouTube shows this playoff time. We're going to start answering questions in the beginning and end of the shows, man. But I truly appreciate it. Keep watching, keep hitting the like button, keep leaving comments. I truly appreciate it, man. Hit the Sled, man. Appreciate it. Man, stay with me. We're going to keep pushing forward, man. I truly appreciate y'all. Peace and good night.